Hello, Steve's, Alex's, and every skin in between. Welcome back to Block Game Banter. Professor welcomes you back. And this little sus friend here is Dino. And then we have our other friends with us.
Hey guys!
Okay, so as you know, or if you don't know, the Wild update is coming out in very few days. Very few days. Very few days. And due to that fact, we decided we were going to take advantage of the fact that snapshots are becoming a little more stable and we can play with them some more before it actually comes out, so we know what we're doing when it actually comes out. So, we've built some stuff.
Yep, we have. Why don't you show us your portal here, Oni?
One of them, I made a little mangrove tree portal, because, you know, who doesn't need a magic tree to an unholy realm that's quite terrifying in all its nature?
Oh, we got a visitor from there.
Yeah. That's why the gates are there.
Free him. Free him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be free.
I love it.
But
we gotta give him the choice.
Yeah. I took advantage of most of the new blocks from the mangrove that naturally occur, which consist of... The vines are old. But the mangrove main wooden block, the mangrove roots, some of the different types of mud, the propagules, which I did not put there, but you know. And then we have a couple froglights hidden in and around to help keep it lit up, which honestly you can't see very well right now due to the lighting.
Oh,
but
sneaky.
They are snuck in there, and I was like, you know what? It's a magic fairy looking portal. Might as well have some floating candles, because, you know, pizzazz.
Right.
It's raining mud. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was a very interesting interpretation of the tree. And I like it. So,
10 out of 10.
Speaking of the Nether, why don't we go check out the build that Code did in the Nether?
I believe if we go through my portal, it should drop us there.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, sweet.
Code went ahead and built for us the other end of the portal, which drops you in this lovely little abode, mildly terrifying region of the Nether. But
oh no, it's not that bad.
What blocks did you use for us?
I used the skulk. I used skulk veins, and this is just stripped warp. I don't.
Is that...
There's the word that starts with the H at the end of the actual name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, something like that. But also mud bricks.
Mud bricks.
I love it.
Then you got some froglights.
Froglight. But yeah, I found this gradient like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to use it.
Oh yeah, it's super cute. I love it.
It is.
It looks like a really fancy rug.
If we would have just spawned in the blue biome,
oh, that would have been so cool.
That would have been so awesome. But you can make it. You could terraform it. You could do it. You know, just because you don't.
Just
because you don't spawn where you think you're going to spawn.
And then you did a little terraforming into the hillside with some mud, which I love. It looks really natural.
It does look really good.
I love that. That is my favorite thing so far. But yeah. And then before we get into any of the bigger crazy stuff we did, I know Dino, who could not be here for this, and Ferks were playing with building some lamps with the new froglights.
Oh, these are cute.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I like these.
So we got some weird, like, sci-fi-esque cute things. We got this one that looks like kind of like a throwing dart.
Right.
We got the dragon egg lamp.
I love that one, by the way.
Ferks wants this one in real life.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's awesome. It works so well. Like, you'd see that in Grandma's house.
Right.
I love this bamboo one personally, just because the color fits so nicely together.
That does.
And then there's all these guys over here. This weird floating one, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, but it's honestly kind of cool.
I love the chandelier too. If you have a mid-century modern build, like this chandelier and then these lamps over here, I feel would fit right in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so real quick before we get to Ferks' monstrosity that is absolutely amazing. we had been discussing before and after the last episode that we recorded how to build the froglight farms and how would we farm them. Dino has this one, which is not quite finished because we didn't have the time to set up the portals it would need for it, where you would have
Can we say first?
First,
let's say these were built in the overworld, but both of these are to be used in the nether. It's easier to see in the overworld.
Yes.
The lighting's better. We did discuss whether we were going to bring the magma cubes in to the overworld or the frogs to the nether.
And I think y'all determined that frogs to the nether is easier.
Because you can put them on a lead. Yes. Yep.
And so the concept behind this was, I think that the water would be lava, if I understood correctly. And this would go underneath one of the spawners that you can find in the bastions, and it would just drop them in, and then you would be positioned down here in this little nook where you'd smack them with a stick or a sword, get some XP from while you're at it, and also be able to farm magma cream. And then you come down here, and the little froggies would munch away on them. However, you gotta be a little careful, because we didn't quite work out the little kinks with this to make sure that
look how ambitious he is.
He is very efficient. So the frogs don't die in the lava. But
he's trying. Come on, buddy.
They would come over here and eat the little ones for you. And boom. You got a whole bunch of lights. Now you gotta keep in mind that if you're gonna do these, you gotta make sure you have a frog of each color, or a frog specialized for whatever color you're looking for. The orange ones make this nice yellow one, the white ones make the purple ones, and the green ones make the green ones, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
Cool. So this is Dino's, not quite completely fleshed out, but honestly, great kind of mock-up for whatever you're looking for to see what's going on, how it's going to work. First, explain to us this beautiful funnel.
Okay, well, this one up here should be built really close to the nether ceiling, above the nether roof, as high as build limit, right? So, yep, these should be right at build limit. We've got a iron golem here. He's going to attract the magma cubes. And the way that I designed this was like, XB and I make this mob spawner up in the sky. So I basically took that mob spawner and then I had to figure out how close to the, how far away from him I needed to build the platform so that he doesn't get totally wrecked. His face doesn't get wrecked.
Yeah.
And then the top is made the way that it is because it looks pretty, number one, and number two, to keep ghasts from spawning. So the theory is that this is the spawnable area. The magma cubes will spawn here. He'll entice them to drop down, right?
And when they drop down.
Once they drop down, there is an area here where you can close the gates, and you can use this as an XP farm. So you would get your sword out and you would start killing them. Or you can keep the gates open, and then there's cactus in here that are going to bring them down to a single height, and then
they're edible.
The frogs will just eat them up.
And then
it's not a no loss farm, right?
There's definitely loss here.
But I will be doing a tutorial on this exact design. It'll be coming out, if not tomorrow, the day after this goes live. So
awesome. Yeah, no, this honestly is super cool.
Yeah, so I made this out of my own head. I'm pretty proud of it.
Ferks coming soon, the new farm builder.
The new farm builder, right?
Il Mango, watch out.
Right. So, yeah. This hers was made to go
under a spawner.
Where the bastion. Yeah, the bastion, and mine was made to put on the ceiling. But I feel like it would be very easy to modify the design that I did.
Yeah.
To go on the ceiling. It's changed a little since they were getting clogged up.
Yeah, you opened it up more down here when we were
so
building
we did modify it. It wasn't having trouble the last pre-snapshot that I had, but this time it was, so we just modified the design, and maybe it doesn't need to be so tall anymore. I'm going to take a look at that.
We can definitely keep playing with it, and
Right.
official update comes out too, just to confirm what works and what doesn't.
Right.
But it does seem to do the job quite well. We went ahead. I was being helpful and dragged one of every frog type here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I was like, I want all the frogs.
Right.
We will not discuss how funny it looked for me to drag the little bitty white one all the way from the desert.
I really wish that you could have water in the nether, because then you could just breed them in the nether, but, you know, it's whatever.
Yep, you just gotta add a portal or something close by.
Mm-hmm.
But it works phenomenally. I love to see it. There's clearly a couple of rogue frogs due to our chaos.
As we said, these are probably not the most efficient. They're probably not lossless, but you know,
this is a start. And like, you don't even need to do this glass stuff. This was just so you could see what we're doing with it.
Right.
And how it's working.
Just make it look pretty.
Purdy. Looks like a fancy icicle.
It does.
But you can build this with whatever. You can do it with netherrack if you really want to. I would not advise because it's highly explosive.
Right.
But
just make sure that
well.
these things that you can stand on are non-spawnable.
Exactly.
So that's carpet or glass or some other, you know, non-spawnable surface. Yeah.
But I think that honestly, this is the coolest thing that we have today. Our portals are pretty neat, and so is Dino's build.
Oh, of course. The builds are awesome too.
We are super excited to see that this is a feasible farming thing.
It kind of looks like an upside down witch hat.
It does look a bit like a witch hat.
It does.
If your spawning platform was a circle, it could really be a witch hat.
Ooh.
Right? Ooh.
I'm now tempted to build a witch hat.
Like, you could. I just did it. Like I said, I took the mob farm that XB and I usually use. You totally could make this a circle.
I am going to build this as a witch hat.
Please build this as a witch hat.
Is an easy way to do this and farm these guys. You just funnel them in, stick them into some cactus, let the froggies have a snack.
Right.
And boom! Froglights.
You get magma cream and froglights.
And if you're really wanting to, an XP farm. But
right.
I would call overall this entire thing a success.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
We did things.
We did things.
Woo!
We're so proud of ourselves.
But yeah, I do believe that is all we have to say for the day. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time.
Don't forget
Bye,
to
guys.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yeah, that. Bye.
Click that button.